Dude, this for the invite. I just realized I'm wearing a Barstool jacket. I probably took that off. I'm no longer with them. I went to my car, did some stuff. I was like, I need a jacket. Oh, shit.
There's no video, so if you want to keep it on, you're fine. I mean, I just got to record it for audio.
I got you. I'll still switch it up, though. I'll show you. You know what? I'm wearing a Jack Harlow sweatshirt. I know you follow him.
Oh, absolutely. Huge
I can't
fan.
wait to talk about. I can't wait to talk about that. One second. Actually, shoot.
Jeremy Chin.
Still Jeremy Chen instead.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a quick little intro then. Do you want to be called Mantis or Austin?
Either or. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
All right, sounds good. I'm just going to do a quick little intro, then I'll bring you right back in.
Sounds good.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of the My Parents Office podcast. I am your host, Andrew Diaz, and today we have on a very special guest via Zoom, former Indianapolis Colts ball boy and host of the podcast, That Boy Bent, Mantis. Mantis, what's going on?
Yo, what up, Andrew?
I'm doing good. So NFL Sunday, watching the games?
Yeah, I was watching the Dolts. They call them the Colts, but depending on how we play with the offense, I call them the Dolts. But I was so surprised they beat the Texans on that last second fumble. That was unreal.
I saw your almost angry tweet about Hines or about the play calling. So are you glad you retracted that?
No, I'm actually happy I said that because I made that tweet, and then immediately after that, we started doing good. And then I made another hateful tweet like, "What are we doing?" And then that's when the fumble happened. So every time I tweet someone bad, someone good happens right after. So I just started doing that now.
That's awesome. So you recently started up your new podcast, That Boy Bent. What was the inspiration behind starting that up?
Yeah, so after after Barstool in October, I was thinking of stuff that I could do independently. And everyone's always said I should start a podcast, but to be honest, I never had the confidence to do so. I think I've always been more comfortable on camera, and I think with microphones, I tend to stutter a lot and mumble. So I just want to do videos. It's easy for me to cut what I'm messing up on and do well. But I mean, people during quarantine, want all the entertainment that's coming out. So why not just try to do a podcast and run? And I think it's a good time to do it now. Is having some experience being in the entertainment industry, and I thought that boy Bent, people would know me as Bent Boy, whatever.
Yeah.
It's catchy. We thought about a couple of names, but nothing really sounded too good. But we went with That Boy Bent, and then we started November 7th, 9th. That was the first episode.
So backtrack just a little bit. When you were at Barstool, what was your main? What did you do? So I know you made skits and stuff like that. You did video content. So you never did a podcast when you were at Barstool?
No, I never hosted one. I've been on a few podcasts. I was on the Wonton Dons, Donnie Duddle.
Okay.
It was called Extra Donnie, Extra Don. I don't think that's right. I think I just fucked that up. This Barstool Gold show they had. I was on that. I did a little large episode, but no, I never hosted one.
So how do you like hosting How do you like hosting it?
That's cool. I think I've been a lot more comfortable with doing it with my friend hosting it with my friend from IUPUI, my former roommate. Yeah, me and him just do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We me and my former roommate, and then my friend from high school. It's more comfortable because we've known each other for so long. So it's just the chemistry is just easier and everything clicks, and
It's able to flow a lot better.
Yeah, the flow is a lot easier, and you're not to feel pressure to say something too funny or try and be on top of somebody else.
Yeah. So I loved the video you did with Terrence Ross. Where it was the NBA My Park. You had the little the pick the options, and it was the get your dunk contest champ ass out of here. That
Take
that
your
was
2013 slam dunk head ass out of here.
that was one of my favorite videos. So I listened to the Terrence Ross episode. I liked that episode. So the big question is, when are you gonna have Jack Harlow on?
Dude, I think you're the second person to ask that. I know you were the one you asked in the comment on
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, yeah. Um, dude, so his album. So what today is November or sorry, November, December 6th,
Yep.
and his album's coming out this Friday, the 13th. Damn, is it really Friday the 13th?
Um,
No,
no, I don't think so.
dude, I never know what day.
Uh,
11th,
yeah, the
11th.
11th.
I'm about to say that's an interesting day to do it. Yes, his album's coming out the 11th. I mean, it'd be cool to have him on during his whole like, album release week, release month, but I think it could possibly happen down the road. Last time I was with Jack was his actually it was I went to Louisville for the homies. So they're under private gardens. Jack,
Yeah.
Chief, Lube, yeah, there's six of them, and they had a little charity event, kickball charity event, and
Okay.
I was down there for that play. That was really fun. But the last time I saw Jack, I was in the homies music video called Wait, and that was in early September. But Jack was there for a little bit, but we chat on Instagram here and just went through the comments. But I'm sure down the road when everything calms down, then I can start. I don't want to like ask Jack. See, I don't really like asking Jack to do favors. I like trying to be like I like being just myself to him. Just like I know a lot of artists and big names, they want more just like genuine people around. Now just like people asking for favors, and I kind of understood that too after like I just being at Barstool. Like it's kind of cool just to like meet people who like you for who you are, and not just like repetitively asking for stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely get him on in the future. Not sure when.
So I saw the Instagram post, but your guys' connection, it's the last connection I would have thought on like probably in the world. It's kind of like a baffling little friendship. How did that all come about? Because I know you said a buddy of yours started playing his music one time in the car, and you became a
Yeah,
fan of
my
his.
ironically, my friend also named Jack. We were going to Wabash, Indiana for the Wabash DePaul Monon Bell Week. We did a little video shoot there.
Hmm.
And then he played Sundown and Dark Knight in the car, in my BBC, my big black car. And I was like, oh, they're pretty cool. And I liked them. But I think a month after that, I started like just like playing his like songs on shuffle. And
Yep.
then I also started getting more familiar with them as time went on. But then I was on a flight flying back from Tampa, came back to LaGuardia Airport, and I see this tall ass white dude with curly hair, and I was like, I looked at my phone. I'm like, kind of like looking for it.
Like, wait a
Can't be,
minute.
that can't be Jack, can it? And then I get closer. I'm like, oh shit, that's Jack. And then so I was like, hey man, I'm Austin. Like, nice to meet you. I literally just started listening to you. Keep it up. You're doing great. And then so we talked about Indiana, Louisville for a little bit. Then I fanboyed and got a selfie. And then his photographer, Urban Wyatt.
Yep.
Shout out Urban Wyatt. Very cute man. He I saw my Instagram post and he DM'd me saying, like, "Hey, you're the Barstool guy, blah blah blah. We're trying to do a piece of you with Dave." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be incredible. Like, that'd be hard to get to now." Then Jack had like I don't know. That was when Loose came out, so he had
Yeah.
like I don't know, maybe like 20,000 followers, Twitter, like 50 IG. So he's not what he is now, obviously.
He's blown up since What's Poppin' came out. Blown up. It's crazy.
He's literally popping. Isn't it unreal?
Yeah, it is unreal. It is unreal.
Oh my god, I'm so happy for him. So Urban DM me, so we started chit chatting. I was like, yeah, you should definitely come to bar. Set us up in New York. I don't know about pizza review, but we can try and get you on Thinker, like 808 Smoke Break, so whatever we can just to get Jack's name into the Barstool
Yeah.
world. But they came to New York for a Brooklyn show and MTV Manhattan show. I went to both of those, and
Hmm.
then Jack kind of recognized me from the Brooklyn show. Like, hey, what's up? But then came to the Manhattan show like 2 days after or a week after, and then he really recognized me. So we started building friendships. So like showing him that I really appreciate his music and love it. And I just retweeting it and I try and make some like creative like TikTok dances and shit. But
Gotcha.
got catchy and catchy. Then I started showing all the support I can. With the Indiana show, Chicago, New York, and then just really appreciate that. Now we're just, I say we're cool. Not best friends, obviously, but we're cool.
You don't want to make that claim yet that you guys are best friends.
No, not until he kissed me. We're not best friends.
I started listening to him. I saw him on Sway the Morning when he did a Five Fingers of Death freestyle, and I was like I was like this kid's unreal. Like, it pops up in like my YouTube recommended, so I watch it. It was
Oh,
like 20 minutes. I'm like, this kid's unreal. This is crazy.
yeah, that was the week Confetti came out. So that was 2019 September, something like that. Yeah,
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 yeah.
that five fingers that he killed it. He was like said, oh, what do you say? He was like shawty out in Texas got cheats like Sandy. No, you can't see me. Jar full of Plan B, cushion in the pantry. Oh,
Do you find like his obsession with cartoon characters is almost comical, but it's very weird, I think, because he posted a thing. It was like the female reindeer from Rudolph, and he's like, no cap, I would clap her cheeks,
he
and I
was
was like,
like,
this is
he
funny,
was
but
like,
this is very odd.
he was like, I used to want to fuck that reindeer from the claymation series.
Yes,
I
yes,
used to be,
yes, that
I
was
used to be
it.
bricked up in preschool.
Yeah, I was, and he posted like, oh God, I can't remember. It was another like cartoon animal.
Oh, it was
And
the reindeer. It was that fish from Shark Tales.
oh, the blue one with like
Yeah,
the neon green lips.
and then Shigo.
Yeah, I'm like, this is really funny, but this is really weird.
I'm
This is
so
kind of
glad
fucked
he's speaking for so many humans, and I'm so glad to be part of that wave.
up.
I mean, when I was, oh, I still, I'm horny to everything these days, but that's just a 24-year-old virgin in me. But I'm glad you said it, not me.
um, so you were laid off from Barstool, let go.
Yeah, I mean, well, so the 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 contracts. So I signed a contract with Barstool after winning Barstool Idol. That was like October 15th. So I was on a 1 year contract, but then after that 1 year, I was like, oh, that's a normal employee, like just
Mhm.
salary. But I guess when I got let go, that was when contracts were being renewed. But technically, I was not renewed a new contract, but I wasn't fired for like any reason. Just I was just like let go just due to financial circumstances due to the corona. Like I was let
Gotcha.
go, $20 chef, Paula Duca and Blackjack. I know they just let go the Heart Factor guys a couple of
Oh,
days ago.
they let go of the Hard Factor guys.
Yeah, they're not being renewed in January. But I mean, it's pretty much like I know like a lot of fans like when they hear renew, they go with that. But it's kind of like it's pretty much renew, let go, same thing. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you still keep in touch with a lot of people you worked with at Barstool?
no, no,
No.
okay, yeah, yeah, I do.
You
I
got really
talked
like,
to
serious there. I'm like, oh, like what
no,
happened?
I said that because I know like Paula Duca. Apparently, he like blocked every single person. I followed everyone from Barstool after. That was really weird.
Well, he like I
Hey,
remember
by the way, I like Paul. I'm just saying that's what I saw on
yeah,
Twitter. I'm just going by that.
it was weird because I listened to the Kirk Minahan show. Um they were talking about I guess something happened where someone called him out just like for being a bad gambler. And I guess he just went on like a whole rant and like was blocking people on Twitter left and right. And this was when he was still there.
Really,
Like I had seen that on Twitter and I was like, that's just kind of odd.
dude, we're all bad gamblers. There's no good gambler in the world. There's not one good gambler in the world.
Yeah, it's I mean I follow Frank the Tank on Twitter and I get the updates every Sunday. I'm like this he should just retire from betting, but
That guy, I love Frank the Tank.
who did you sit next to in the office when you were there in New York?
Rhea and Fran, and then behind me was $20 chef. It was Wonton. Yeah, Donnie for a little bit whenever he was in town.
Hmm.
Who was in the corner? Chef Donnie was there for a little bit. Seats, there's assigned seats, but they just like switch up like kind of often. I know I had Nick T and KB were behind me for a little bit, so it switched. It varied.
Gotcha. Who did you work with mostly when you would do like your content? Or was it mostly you on your own and you grab like different employees into it? Or did you have like one or two people you'd specifically work with?
Whenever it came to videos, I always requested and always wanted Colin Cooper. He's one of the producers and videographers. Me and him click very well. So do me and Tom Mullins, John Foley, Steve Romano. All the producers, they're all cool as hell, and they're all very. Like I said, those three of those four were guys I definitely wanted to like either be on camera or just help me brainstorm and just edit. But mostly, if I'm doing obviously blogging's on our own, but for like
Hmm.
videos, like I would if I were to grab somebody, It varied because, like, you do a TikTok video, and so a short Twitter, a short
Yeah.
like Instagram. So like, I remember I do videos with Zaw, Brandon Walker, Casey, Brandon Newman. We had a little small series going on. Stephen Shea for a little bit, so it varied.
Gotcha.
I liked
Um,
hopping on. I loved hopping on Vibs, lowering the bar show too.
okay.
That was fun.
Another Barstool related question was when you went on the date at Barstool headquarters, what was your thought process with that? Because I saw that video and it made me laugh. I thought it was really funny. So what was your whole thought process with that?
I just matched her on Bumble. I said, "Yo, you trying to go out?" I didn't even think that whole thing was gonna happen. I didn't. That was like, that was
So you
matched
had
this girl.
no content idea in mind for it.
Oh no,
You
I was
just had
trying
to
to get
come to
laid.
the office.
I was trying to pipe. I matched her on Bumble. She went to IU. I was like, "Oh, I went to IU too. I went to IUPUI though." I was like, "Hey, same thing." But
Yeah.
let's picked her up. Picked her up. I met her at Grant. Wait, not Grand Central. Uh, what's that? What's that subway put? Not Grand Central. My mind's blanking right now.
You're
Under
asking the
the
wrong guy. I have
under
no
I know I was
clue.
gonna say under MSG. What? This is I feel stupid. I lived in New York for 2 years. What's the subway? I'm looking it up right now.
Gotcha.
Just
Perfect.
imagine, just imagine like the Jeopardy 30-second theme song going in your head. What? Not. What the heck? Why is my mind going blank? All right, it's gonna come back to me. I feel like a moron. I've only had
All
one
good.
meal. I've only had one meal and one snack, so that's why my brain power is kind of low. Um, no, so I was like, hey, um, I said, I was like, do you know? I asked her where she worked, blah blah blah. She's a student. I'm like, all right, have you heard of Barstool? She said, oh no, what's that? I'm like, oh, entertainment company, blog company. Told her what I did, and she said, oh, that's cool. I was like, yeah. I was like, if you want, like, I can show you a quick tour of the place. Just like this is my first time meeting her. I don't know, it's very
Yeah.
comfortable, just conversation. So I showed her around, and I was like, all right, this is it. So do you want to like go get a drink? We want to eat. And she's like, well, you have like a free New Amsterdam damn vodka bar right there. Why don't you drink here? I was like, oh shit, all right. Then we started just having some drinks, and then there was a live stream going on. I don't know. I'm pretty oblivious. I don't really like pay attention to stuff around me like that. Plus, I was with the girls. I had a lot of like high pressure on me.
Yeah.
But she just talked about her tits, but she didn't want to do anything. So it's just another tease. That's what it was.
So
She's
the date
how
there
was Andrew?
was there a second date?
No,
No. Oh,
that she was a cloud chaser. It wasn't really.
probably she knew what Barstool was. Don't let her fool you.
I hope so. She doesn't know what a good man is, and it was one right in front of her.
Absolutely, Mantis. Absolutely.
Jeez.
So did you enjoy living in New York for the 2 years that you were like the 2 years in the office?
It was half and half. I liked the drive. Like when you're in New York, when you're there, everything just moves so fast, and
Mm.
it's just quick, fast paced. Um, but I did miss my friends. That sucked. I don't really have that many friends. I'd hang out at the New York, the coworkers at Barstool here and there.
Hmm.
Um, but for the most part, I'd be so worn out from like traveling, from like commuting from whether it's the Bronx or New Jersey. I just want to go home and just play video games, just chill.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But New York's all right. I mean, I think it's very expensive. If you got like a really good job or really good career path, then yeah, it's a good place to try out. But I'm in Indiana now, but it's a lot more calm, a lot more cheap. And I'm just door dashing here and there trying to secure the bag and deliver
That,
the bag.
that was one of my next questions. So I saw the DoorDash video. Have you used any of your new tactics while on the job?
I get what I always do. I always do park in the handicap spot, but technically I am handicapped, so that works.
No
Um,
one's gonna question you on it.
oh, I better not. I'll just get bent right in front of them. Who's that creature? What the pull a shotgun at me? Blow my brains out. Just end it. Uh, um, what else did I title? Oh yeah, I'm always doing like Carmel or Zion, the rich areas of Indy, just to get more tips.
I saw your
Uh,
video of like when you go up to the door. Have you done any of those where like you open the bag and you're like pretending it left the bag, you're trying to catch it back? Or do people just want their food?
people just want them. They just want it. Just drop it off. That's the thing though. You gotta like I always just drop it off and just be quick. Time is an essence. You gotta move on to the next meal.
Absolutely. So one of the first videos I had seen of you that kind of made me a fan of you was the life of a college athlete.
Oh man.
That one was I watched it a couple of times. I was like, this is hilarious because it was so. I'm like, who is? Because I was like, who is this dude doing this? Because like you're going around campus, you've got the pretend tutor, and then you're in the gym getting your shots blocked, and then you sell your sneakers to another kid. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
hilarious.
the sneaker. That was my favorite. That was my favorite part.
What was the inspiration to do that? Because well, was it at the same time that college athlete commercial had come out?
Yeah. Well, one of my idea was to go to Columbus for one of the tournament games.
Hmm.
Just to try and I think there's like two or four like 16 seeds were playing one seed. I was trying to find an upset, pretty much.
Okay.
But then like before that, I saw um like the NCAA student athlete video going viral, the commercial. And I was like, oh, I can easily make fun of this. So then
Yeah.
just Ohio State students, I was like, hey, this will be in a video. Hit me up, and like two people hit me up, and they were all like, oh, get lost, loser, you suck. I'm like, all right, see what happens next. And then before you know it, that was my first viral video. That was probably the one that got, I guess, my name on the map.
That video is hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, so you became an intern at Barstool. I know we're kind of working backwards. You became an intern at Barstool through it was Intern Idol, right?
Oh no, I was never an intern.
Or you got
So
a job with
oh
Barstool
yeah.
through that, right? That's what I meant. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good.
So you got a job with Barstool through that, and I've watched that video. I have it saved on Twitter, maybe like once a month, of you sitting in front of Dave and Big Cat, and they're like, "Drop out of
Francis.
school right now! Drop out of school right now!" And you actually do. I'm like in that position. I don't know if I could actually do that. Like I think like if I were put in your shoes, what would I do? I would be. I can't. Won't be in that situation. I don't know if I what I would be able to do.
I should have dropped out. I did it worse. I got an online general studies degree. That's worse than dropping out. There's no point in this. Well, although it did give me a job with DoorDash, thankfully, so maybe a degree is the way.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. But yeah, that video is awesome because like everybody else is sitting in the back behind you, like their eyes kind of widen, like, oh my God, is this kid gonna drop out? I just
Yeah,
think it's crazy.
yeah. Damn, Mush was there. Yeah, it was the final five. Wow, that was like almost 2 years ago. Yeah, no, I thought that was. I still loved it when Francis called me the R word. People were so upset about that. I thought that was the funniest thing. I just had to hold it in and play a character. It's like this.
If like somebody like you have a sense of humor, like it's funny content. So for a
Oh,
guy like Francis to do that, who's a comedian too, for him
oh,
to do something like that, it's funny.
exactly, man. It's a lot of soft people. I love dark humor. I watch dark humor on TikTok. I mean, if you can survive on like, I grew up on like Vine, Modern Warfare 2, game chat lobbies, like the good old like days. Like if you can grow up in that, you should not be offended by anything.
Yeah, you should be set for life at least.
Exactly.
So you're also I'd mentioned in the intro, you're a former Indianapolis Colts ball boy. How
Yeah.
long did you do that for?
That was from 2015. That was my freshman year at IUPUI, 2015 to 2018, week week seven, uh,
Okay.
when we lost to the Jets.
Uh, what what was that like being on the sideline for that? Because I've hear like stories where ball boys just get treated kind of like shit. Was that
Oh,
your case?
oh no, dude, ball boy, that was like, I always say this, being a ball boy for the Colts was my favorite job ever. That was the coolest
Really?
experience of my life. Oh my God, it was amazing. It's like, I'd work the Saturday in practices and then the Sunday home games. I traveled for a couple or a few like Cincinnati and Tennessee, but no, dude, it's so freaking cool. Like just seeing the behind the scenes of how just like the practices, like setting up the locker room, setting up the field. It was like unlike anything I've ever seen. It's so cool, and like the bond that the ball boys have is like just I still talk to each other every day, but like just the
Oh, really?
oh yeah, I just I fucking loved working there. And I screwed up too, man. I wrote a blog about when the Colts lost to the Jets. I was pretty pissed. I was trying to make it half funny, half like the recap of the game, because we
Hmm.
did suck that game. But I was like the Colts, more like the Dolts. And then my boss was like, "Yo, I know you're trying to be funny and all, but you pretty much gotta choose one. That's like we can't be having like a comedian like put too much trash in the team and then working for them," which made sense. But I mean, I don't know. You got people like this is my Colts writers who I talk shit every week about if we do bad, but they're still writing for them. So
Yeah, and they're getting like media passes where they're pretty much
yeah,
in
but
like
I'm not defending I'm not defending being fired. I totally get. My boss, the head equipment manager of the Colts, he's one of the greatest guys I ever met, one of the greatest guys I ever worked for. So I have no like grudge. I respect him. He's still a great guy, but like I'm saying, like yeah, this it was a growing up thing, a lesson, should I say?
yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So what's next for that boy Ben? Will you? I know you like to kind of hide who the next guest is. Uh, who do you have in mind for like who are going to be some upcoming guests, or are you just going to keep that a secret?
I'm gonna keep it a secret, but I'll give you some hints.
All right.
So okay, well, okay. So tomorrow, when do you release the episodes? Your episodes?
Um, this one will probably be released Thursday.
Okay. So December 7th, Monday. I have his name's Samson Livingston. He's like an Indiana guy.
Okay.
Um, people in Indy will know him more than outside of Indy, but he's been known for. I used to play basketball with him at IUPUI, like just after school, but like this summer, like he started this thing called Walk and Talk, where pretty much like um you go and walk with him around the city of Indianapolis, and he talks about like Black history and Indiana history for 2 hours. It's educational, it's informative, it's pretty fun. So we had him on there talking about it. He's a very funny guy too. But the week after that, we do have a former coworker of mine hopping on.
A coworker in the Barstool office
Yeah.
that is no longer
Well,
there.
well, no, he's still at Barstool. He's not in the office though.
He's not in the office. Not in the. It's not a Chicago guy, is it?
No, it's not Chicago.
All right, you're giving me a little homework here. I'm gonna try to crack
Yeah.
this case.
Yeah, I'll say that he's not in the office. He's not in Chicago, but he does work at Barstool right now.
Is it well? I'm trying to think because never. I don't know. You got me stumped right now. I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board after that. Right after this.
Good, good. Get to work.
Mantis, I really appreciate you coming on, man. It was great talking to you. I hope to have you on in the future again.
Yeah, dude. Andrew, thank you for having me on. It's great.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the My Parents Office podcast. Stay tuned for more content we're going to bring you guys. Thank you.